You hit me like fire, shot me like a bullet, burn me up and down, no way to cool it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey, like a bottle of Jack straight to the head.
Now we're gonna teach the whirlwind. It is such a fun move that can just spice up your dancing, and it's one of those twist moves that's you're just gonna have to watch it to see.
It's really fun. Now when we say twist, you wanna make sure that your hand is in a handshake. And this one, you can start with 2 or 1. Eventually you're going to let go of your left hand and only use your right in order for this move to work.
Yeah, right at the beginning you're gonna let go of that hand. So you can do either one. And so right at the beginning you're just gonna let go of that hand if you do have that hand. And what you're gonna do, instead of being in a handshake, because this move doesn't work very well in a handshake, you're gonna be more of like in this kind of a position, or like in this kind of position, whatever is most comfortable. But if you're in a handshake, it's gonna be really hard to transfer her hands. We're gonna show you what we're talking about.
Let's show them right here where we're close to the camera, and then we'll show you how to move with it, because the process of switching hands is kind of the tricky part. So when we say you don't want to hold like this is because your hands are constantly going to be spinning. In order to really stay together, both ladies and guys are going to want to really have a really good amount of tension and strength right here in your hand. You're going to want to hold that cup because you're going to be spinning and moving, and you don't want to lose each other.
Exactly. So here's how you're going to start. The whole move, it requires both of you to spin twice, completely twice. Okay, so 2 360s. What you're going to do is you're going to take this left hand and you're going to spin her, and you're going to spin at the same time. You're going to spin and you're going to catch her hand behind your back like that. Then, and the reason she was talking about it, the reason why you don't want a handshake is because when you go like this, your hand, it's hard. You're like catching your own hand. Versus if it's like that, then you can easily pass it off, and then you can spin her again. So you're actually spinning 4 full times, right? And I'm just spinning 2 times.
So you need a good head for spinning, and you need good shoes or feet for spinning at the same time, okay? So in order for this to work, ladies, once again, you want that really good tension here, and this way, instead of being here, being like this, allows her to keep her tension and not slip out of your grasp. So you want to be able to, ladies, hold that cup.
Exactly. So let's start from the beginning. We're right here. I'm gonna spin her once. I'm gonna catch behind my back, switch to my other hand. Then I'm gonna spin her again, catch in front. We just did half of it. Let's finish the last half. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Spin, catch behind my back, and then spin, and then catch in front right here.
Just constantly trading places. Once in front, once behind. Once in front, once behind. And then ladies, in order for this to work, you pick a spinning leg and a steadying leg. Boom, right? Boom. So you're using the tension in his hand to spin yourself around. You kind of pull on that hand to finish your spin. So you start, he'll lead you forward, right? You have momentum here. Then you're going to want to really tighten your arm to finish the spin. It's what spins you around. If I don't have that tension, I try and spin you, then I'm not going to finish it.
Yeah.
And I get really bad whiplash. So make sure you keep the tension in your arm, and then you keep it throughout your whole body so that he can turn you around as if you were a top.
There's a big difference between the girls that I've danced with that have that tension, that pull back and don't. Did you see how when I pulled her, she was kind of like lagging? It's showing the example of like how to like some girls that are loose, that like when I pull, it's like, oh, then their arm goes first and then their body goes second. No. When their arm, they're flexing right here, their arm, you can see that they just follow their body, their arm stays the same, and it's so much easier as the guy to spin, especially spinning a girl that has tension.
It's really, really a cool tip to know as a girl to be a really good dancer.
Should we show them how to walk?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna add the second kind of part, the piece, to the whirlwind that makes it unique, that makes it special. You're not just spinning in place, you're actually walking together.
Yeah, it's a traveling move, and it's really cool when you're on the dance floor.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same spins like we just talked about, but every time you spin, you're each going to take a step forward. So we're going to take spin right here, step forward. Spin right here. Where am I? Step forward. Spin right here. And so each time it's like spin, step, spin, step. And it's actually a step every single time. Let me go over the guys part, and then do you want to go over the girls part?
Yeah.
Is that fine? Okay. So I'm going to go over my feet because we already went over my hands. I'm going to take a step with my right foot. I'm going to go right, left, right, left, right, and we finish right there.
Now, something with ladies, you're not going to be as aware of your steps, but if it helps you, it's good to know. You're just going to be wanting to constantly spin and follow his hand. That way, your timing stays in line with his timing. So we'll show you. So right here, he's going to spin me. So I've got to step on my spinning leg and catch myself, right? Then he's going to do it again. Step spinning, catch myself. Step spinning, catch myself. Step spinning, catch myself. Now something cool that he will do, you're just going to spin until he stops. So what will tell you that he's done is he's going to give you a little prep and back. Okay, so you want this tension here, otherwise you'll spin out. Okay, but if you're keeping the tension in your arms, he'll be able to stop you and come back. Do you want to explain what you're doing in that stop?
Yeah, exactly. So let's say that we're right here. I'm doing the final spin, and I go right here. Spinner, she's going really fast. I'm gonna switch hands, and I'm going to basically stop her where she is, because if I didn't, she would keep on going this way because she's spinning. Because we're just going spin, 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 spin. And then when I catch her, I'm putting my arm out and I'm flexing my arm and I'm pushing her back this way so she knows we're done. Okay, and then I can go into whatever other twist move from here, or a switch back into a cuddle that I want to.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to share one last thing with the guys' feet. While I was demonstrating, I noticed that I was kind of showing that you're taking like big manly steps, like boom, boom, where that's actually not the best way to do it. It's better to stay like on the ball of your foot, and so you're a little bit more agile, so you can like move around a little bit better instead of like being on your heels. And does that make sense? So when you're going to take a step, you're actually going to be like kind of step, turn, step, and I'm like, my heel isn't really touching the ground right now.
Same.
It's boom, boom, and you finish right here. So that's a big part on the guys, is stay on the ball of your foot right here. Don't stay on the heel.
That's, girls, if you hardly ever do you get on your heel, okay? So, and something else I realized is you're like half spinning, half spinning, half spinning, half spinning on both feet. So do this one with us, and we'll do it a little faster so you can see it real time. Okay?
So you're gonna start out left hand, and you're gonna go spin, 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 catch, turn back.
And
Just like
that's
that.
it. You're switching feet constantly. Spin, 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 spin.
You're going to have a blast doing this on the dance floor, and it's really going to show off how much you know.
If you want to learn more moves, click right here.
If you want to come dancing, click right here.